Hello everyone, this is Ramakrishna Raju. I have taken NoSQL as part of my new technology track. In earlier days, 1000 users per day of an application was a great achievement, and 10,000 was an extreme case. Today, nearly 3 billion people are connected to the internet, and the amount time they spend online is about 35 billion hours a month in 2014 statistics, and it is steadily growing. It is common for apps to have millions of different users a day and must support users 24 hours a day and 365 days a year. Supporting such large number of concurrent users is very important because the app usage requirements are hard to predict. It's just as important to dynamically support rapidly growing number of concurrent users. Reason for this user fluctuation may be because of a newly launched app that goes viral, growing from 0 to million users over in a night. Some users are frequently active while some others are not. Seasonal swings like those around Christmas and Valentine's Day or some other special day can create spikes for short periods. New product release or promotions can bring higher application usage as well. These kind of large number of users combined with the dynamic nature of usage patterns is driving the need for more easily scalable database technology. So this created the base way for emerging of NoSQL to help the people to store the data very easily. Coming to what is NoSQL? NoSQL means it's just called as not only SQL. It is a non-relational and largely distributed cloud database system that enables rapid ad hoc organization and analysis of extremely high volume disparate data types. NoSQL have become the first alternative to a relational database with scalability, availability and fault tolerance being the key deciding factors. Now let's look at the architecture of NoSQL. In this I have taken a sample of Oracle NoSQL key value store database for explaining the architecture of NoSQL. The installation of this database consists of two major pieces. One is the client driver and the other is the collection of storage nodes. The client driver implements the partition map and the replication group state table. I will explain you in detail about how the architecture works by taking an example of method invocation put if absent with values katana sword. In this, the application issues the put if absent method to the client driver in the step 1. The client driver hashes the key katana in the step 2 to the fixed number of partitions. The number of partitions is fixed and set by the administrator at the system configuration time and is chosen to significantly larger than the maximum number of storage nodes that is expected in the store. In our example, totally it contains 25 storage nodes. So we might have configured the system to have 25,000 partitions. Each partition is assigned to a particular replication group. Replication group consists of number of replication nodes. A replication group consists of same number of every replication node consists of same number of nodes. The number of replication nodes indicates the number of failures from which the system is resilient. For example, if a system has 5 replication nodes, then it means that the system can withstand up to four failures of reads and two failures of writes. Even if application demands a durability policy, the requiring of the majority of sites acknowledge a write operation. In the application, the client driver next consults the replication group state table in the step 4. For each replication group, the replication group state table contains information about each group, each replication node comprising the group in step 5. Based upon the information in RGST, such as the identity of the master and load on the various nodes in the various nodes, then the request is sent to the appropriate node in the step 6. Since we are issuing write operation here, then the request must go to the master node. The master node then applies the operation. If in case of this put if absent, the key exists. If the key exists, then it returns an error and has no effect on the database, indicating that the specified entry is already present. If the key doesn't exist, then the registry nodes adds the key value paid to the store and then propagates the new to other nodes in the group, as shown in the step 7. Now we'll see what are the different types of NoSQL databases that are available in the market. There are 4 different types of NoSQL databases, which are divided basically on the type of storage values in the database. The first is a key value store database. Key value store are the simplest NoSQL databases. Every single item in the database is stored as an attribute name or key, together with its value. Next is column store. It is also known as wide column store database. These are optimized for queries over large data sets and store columns of data together instead of rows. The next is document database. Document database pair each key with a complex data structure known as documents. Documents can contain many different key value pairs or key array pairs or even nested documents. The next is graph database. Graph store database are used to store information about networks such as social connections. This table shows the performance, scalability, flexibility, complexity, and the functionality features of each and every type of database, NoSQL database. Moving on to the next slide, we'll see what are the main advantages of NoSQL. There are many advantages of using NoSQL, but few of them are: we can store large volumes of structured, semi-structured, and unstructured database and data in the database, and we can easily address them. In today's market, where the competition is at just a click away, downtime can be deadly to a company's bottom line and reputation. Hardware failures can and will occur. Fortunately, NoSQL database environments are built with a distributed architecture, so there are no single points of failure, and there is built-in redundancy for both function and data. The location independence means that the ability to read and write the database regardless of where the input-output operation physically occurs, and to have write functionality propagated out of that location. The next is modern transaction capabilities. Means the consistency in the relational database management system is achieved through foreign keys or referential integrity constraint. This type of consistency is not existing in NoSQL databases because there are no join operations. Instead of this, it is replaced with CAP theorem. The rest of the aid portion in the ACID definition is still existing in the NoSQL. The other is the flexible data. The other advantage is the flexible data model, which makes it the more business one of the most business reason why the people have moved to NoSQL database. Extracting meaningfulness with business intelligence is one of the another key advantage for leading in the market. Coming to the NoSQL databases that are available in the market, there are nearly 150 different types of NoSQL database that are available in the market. The few of them are HBase, Hadoop, Cassandra are the column store databases. MongoDB and CouchDB are the document store databases. DynamoDB are the key value store databases. Infinite Graph is a graph database. Thank you for watching my video. Have a great day. Bye bye.